The World Series of Pro Football sends Jimmy Brown and his Cleveland team against Johnny Unitas in Baltimore. Jimmy, let them
Cleveland opens play in the first period as Ryan pitches out to
place
Brown.
in the end zone.
Jim leaves a scattered trail of Cardinals as he lines out a 33-yard gain.
Jim Brown, the 1957 NFL Rookie of the Year. He won the Super Bowl with the Browns in '64. He won MVP 3 times. He led the league in rushing yards 8 times. He led the league with rushing touchdowns 5 times, and he played a pivotal role in the Civil Rights Movement. The list of his notable accomplishments goes on and on. It makes sense that he's considered one of the greatest athletes of all time, as not only was he a phenomenal football player, but he displayed undisputed excellence in sports like baseball, basketball, track, and lacrosse in high school and college. As we approach a year since his passing, let's take a look at his early life. When Jim Brown was 8 years old, him and his family moved from St. Simons Island, Georgia, to here, Manhasset, New York. Here in Manhasset, it is clear that Jim Brown has left his mark, with retired jerseys of his all around the school and even a field dedicated to him. In order to get a true understanding of what it was like growing up in Manhasset for Jim Brown, we did some research and got a hold of his lifelong friend and high school teammate, Reverend Edward Corley. So we went over to Reverend Corley's church in Manhasset and asked him some questions about what it was like growing up with Jim Brown.
What does it mean to grow up with a legend? You have any idea who Jim Brown was and what he contributed to the game of basketball, football, and track, and the impact that he made on Manhasset? I never grew up with another person who was as gifted as Jim Brown in the area of athletics. I never met a person who excelled at everything he chose to do. So I can't put a limit on this guy's unlimited ability that did not just do the sport, but excel at it at a level that I've never in my history. I thought I was pretty good. I thought I was pretty fast, whatever. But Jim Brown excelled them all. He exceeded them all.
How do you think Jim Brown was impacted by this community, and how do you think he impacted it?
I believe in my heart of hearts that Jim wanted to always make not only people better, including me, but his community better. And that meant one community, white and black community.
Even at the point where Jim Brown was, breaking records in the NFL, do you think he still faced racism, especially when he traveled to play?
Oh yeah, he told me. There was a lot of racism. And that matter of fact, I don't know if you're aware, but he played 9 years of professional football. He left primarily because he felt that toward the last 2 or 3 years, that the hits he was getting and the remarks that he was receiving from those tacklers was racist.
Wow. Do you think that he's the greatest athlete of all time?
Yes. I believe there's no other athlete who's accomplished more, who made more of an impact in America.
After taking a look at Jim Brown's life through a different perspective, it is easy to tell that he was more than just a great football player. He was a phenomenal athlete from a young age, and his positive impacts rippled way beyond the sports world. Whether he was inspiring young athletes all around the world or working as an activist to make a change, it is undeniable that Jim Brown was not just a great athlete, but a fearless and honorable person who was a hero to many.